So I got the block back out. Gonna do a little prep. I already ground these, but when I put the bearings in, I made a little mark right there to elongate the hole over, and so fix that so the bearing's gonna get proper oil feed, and did all three that were off. And gonna open this up a little bit over here, and try and increase that feed so it's not so small there. I'm gonna start by drilling it. So this is a 1/2 inch. It's not really going to go in that far, but it does open it up to the edges of the line I drew when I had the gasket on there and drew the circle inside of it. But a sharp drill bit on cast iron seems to get grabby, and so I think I might drill this hole through. I did that on the last one, and I don't remember what size. I'll have to go look that up. So this hole here, I'm going to drill that to 7/16. It's smaller than that now, I think 3/8. And some of the literature I read talked about going a 1/2 inch, but I don't think that's really necessary. I'm just going to go with the 7/16. And then try to smooth things out where the corners meet inside here. I want to check the progress. That's why I'm stopping and starting. I want to make sure that I'm not starting to walk off on one direction. I did change the drill bit. This one's a little bit more dull, but it's cutting. Yeah, it's staying on center. That's good. Okay, a little further. About a 1/2 inch maybe. Yeah, it's coming in to where the holes intersect. So it's right there, and I think we're just going to push a little further forward to get the holes to align completely. This drill chuck isn't the best. staying tight. This is one of these drills that needs a hex on for the drill bit. Okay, so we took that up as far as we can go, and I'm going to try to clean up in that little corner area to just smooth it out. But that'll be some improvement. And like one of my favorite engine builders, he had talked about using a ball end mill, or not end mill, but a ball carbide burr in here to clean it up. That would be Brent Likens. He's got a YouTube channel, Likens Motorsports. Great guy, helps out a lot of people, talks on the forums, and has lots of good information that he's willing to share in his videos as well. Great guy. So if you're doing a Ford engine, he's one of the guys you want to talk to. But here we go. Clean this up. Little drain back holes here. I'm going to clean those up as well. Yeah, there was talk about blocking off these drain backs, and I don't think I'm going to do that on here. You know, as much time as this thing's going to spend idling around or cruising at low RPMs, you know, having a little more oil circulating around as even a mist, you know, a few horsepower on top, I'm not going to worry about so much. I don't think, anyway. But except for when I'm in the quarter mile and I want to get just a little faster, maybe I'll say, I should have did that. But no, I think I'm just going to clean up some of that flashing around the drain back, and probably leave well enough alone. So one of the other things I wanted to do was chamfer all these holes from where we decked the block, and I will be doing that right here with the drill. I have this big chamfering bit that will work pretty good on these. And I think the other thing I might do is just go around this edge, put a slight, just break the edge off of that. Here we go, I'll do that. So some of these right here, the bottom of the cylinder, are this one was a little sharp, and I kind of rounded it over just with a small piece of sandpaper, and I did this one too. It was a little sharp. Some of these other ones have a nice big chamfer here that I think I'm just going to hit them all. Because I don't want it shaving off part of the skirt of the piston as it's running. So I'll do a little bit of that, and it won't take too long. I don't think I have a stone or anything that I could put on the drill or electric die grinder that I'm using. this thing here. If I had a stone with an inverted angle, I could come in through the front of the cylinder and probably hit it, you know, real easy and uniform, but I don't think I have a stone like that. I don't even know if they make a stone like that, but so I'll just hit them with the sandpaper. It didn't really take too long. But just get in here like this and kind of make sure there's not a corner, you know, just so it's rounded over. This one here I didn't hit, and it's almost like a knife edge, so we'll make sure to round that down. Yeah, so this feels pretty good here now. So I'm going to do the same thing to the rest of them, and I'll be right back. Okay, that part's done. So feel good about that bottom edge of the cylinders. You know, it's no worries now. And I think, what are we going to do next? You know, so I've watched other people put screw-in plugs where the oil galleys are, and not really sure if I'm going to do that or not. I think this will be fine with some freeze plugs in all these areas here. You know, just put them in and stake them with a chisel, and you know, I think they'll be fine. So I'll probably skip that step. If I wanted to spend a lot of time doing this, it probably would be something I could do, but I think this is going to be okay. Well, I think that's about all I can do today. I was gonna put it in the cleaning machine to wash it, but I can't lift the block in there by myself, so I'll have to wait until tomorrow. Back with the 390 or 445. So I wasn't going to tap any of these holes, but I decided I was going to do the one behind the distributor. And what I found is the tap that I have is a little, not only is it a little dull, but it won't go in far enough. It's too short, and I don't have anything thin enough to fit in that hole, and I suppose I could open that hole to make it work, or get a longer tap that's sharp, and a cobalt tap at that. So we're going to finish tapping this. I'm going to put that set screw in there, and we're also going to use some Tap Magic, oops, to lubricate while we're tapping the hole. So see what we can do here. Put a little, maybe it'll be back into that hole there. Oh yeah, this one's cutting way nicer. And I'm not trying to hold the very tip of it with an open end wrench. Now I gotta go find the plug that I had. Okay, we're gonna put the plug in there. We tapped it a little further. Put the plug in and see how far it goes, because before it wasn't really getting, it was sticking out a little bit and was gonna conflict with the distributor, and boy, that's close. I bet you if we go another half turn with the tap, it'll be out of the way of the distributor, but it won't go too far that it creates a problem with the lifter, because it goes into this lifter bore right here. Let's see where it stops. And I'm going half a turn. This is a nice working tap here, I'll tell you that. Blow it out with a little air. And let's put the plug back in and see what we get. Yep, we're out of the way of the distributor, and we got plenty of distance before the lifter bore. Oh yeah, got probably three and a half threads before the lifter bore, but that's good. So okay, well, long tap was the easier way to get this hole, and a sharp tap made it a lot nicer than trying to deal with that other one that is kind of dull. Well, I'm going to go ahead and install this now, even before I wash it. It's right next to the end there where it's going to be easy to blow out any chips or residue. There we go. That's tight enough. And I think that is the only one I'm gonna do. I was looking at the back ones, and I said, freeze plug will be just fine for those back here. You know, there's nothing really extreme going on. But yeah, but again, I'm here by myself. I can't really lift the block into the cleaning machine, so I will probably call it quits for tonight and continue this tomorrow.